Oh yeah, let me go to it.
Do you remember that guy's name right still?
Mashon.
Mashon. Very good.
It was either Bricklayer or Brick Slayer.
I think it was Brick Slayer.
Okay.
It's a cool name.
Yeah.
Alright, so I have...
Yeah, I got the notification, so I'm gonna go there.
Did you? I haven't gotten the notification. Oh wait, I'm on my library, that's the problem.
Okay, last time I saw it in the corner, it was fine for everyone else, right? Or was it not?
I think so. Although, I am not seeing the stream pop up on mine,
Oh, just give it a minute.
which is weird. I want it now. Maybe if I go to our shit. There we are. Well, there's... Yeah, for some reason it's on the... It's there when I go to our page, but it's not there when I go to my Kajigger,
Okay.
my subscriptions. Maybe I didn't smash the bell.
He doesn't bell scribe and smash that button.
Oops.
Why would it let you see yourself in the chat if you're the only one? Ah, it's fine, I guess. I see one, but that says two. So,
There's a better way to do this.
oh, is your button on the back not like suitable for leaning?
No. It's,
Oh, because you had it like in a different position, right?
well, my button popped off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. So let me figure out who I can turn into Mashon. I guess I'll make him the Garak.
All right.
He
The real
already-
problem is I can't remember who wanted to be the blind duelist. I think, was it Abdul? We said if he...
Brick Slay.
Brick Slay. Sure, that's cool.
I mean, there might have been like.
Was it if Abdul died, he was going to be the blind duelist? Or I forgot.
Maybe.
I don't remember. That is the reality now.
This
It is remembered as such and therefore has always been.
Sure, why not? Okay, nothing in there. Nobody interesting on the cart.
I want our new succubus friend. What was that?
Well.
Oh, I
maybe
forgot
we'll
I
get-
was I forgot I was in here.
Yeah, you're on the team,
Yeah.
and you're not insane yet.
My favorites are
Strict
Vernon and
regimen
whatever
is
we name the
paramount if one
succubus.
is to master the brutal arithmetic of combat.
Succubus. Morgan.
Whatever happened to the word arithmetic? Where did it go?
I mean, it's too many letters.
Now we just are interested in quick maths with an S.
I mean, schools don't even want to teach critical thinking anymore.
Ah. Man, every time I'm seeing Abdul, there's this video of a parrot, an African gray parrot, and it's trying to wake up. My mom's theory is that his wife just trained the bird to get him up for work in the morning. Because the bird, there's a YouTube video of a bird just sitting on this guy's head while he's sleeping, and the parrot goes, Abdul, get up. Abdul, please, Abdul, get up. It's time for work. Abdul. And it's just like, it's pretty good.
That's funny. That's pretty funny.
Oh, we might. Oh, hey. Oh, okay. For some reason, Abdul's saying like I am with the 60% screen. He says, "Is it just me, or is the game covering 60% of the screen?"
I mean,
It is for me, but not on our monitor. And I forgot how we fix it. We always fix it, and then I think it's never going to be a problem again.
you know, it might not be recording in screen mode.
Isn't? Yeah, that's usually what it is.
That
right?
might be the issue. Yeah, it's in game mode.
Okay.
Hopefully that worked.
It looks like it did, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, well, it doesn't. It isn't.
Everything's right in the middle.
Right, but it doesn't actually affect anything until we go into the actual game.
Oh, yeah.
The menu screen is always fun,
Oh, okay.
but yeah, it depends.
Okay, he said, yeah, that works.
But we haven't gotten to the
Yeah,
game.
but I'm just saying, like, I'm just reading.
Stop lying.
No, I just reading chat. It's cool.
Stop falsely
You
reassuring
answered the
people.
letter. Now, like me,
Okay.
you are a
Anyway,
part of
Abdul,
this
like,
place.
since you're here and chilling while we do pre-game, pre-dungeon crap, I mean, it seems to be fine, but when we stop and start the stream to, like, take our bio breaks and then cut into smaller videos, like, you just sit in the stream and it just stops and resumes, right? Like, you don't have to, like, join a new stream or whatever. Because it's our understanding that that's what happens, but
I understand nothing.
I was just actually curious what it looked like on the viewer's end. Correct. Okay, so you don't have to do anything. It just stops and resumes. Okay, that's good.
Good to know. Okay. Well, this one has a new Kajigger for Artorias, so I might take this one. It is a long thing, but whatever.
Oh, okay.
The problem is that like all my healers are like way overleveled.
Oh, I'm level 2. Take me.
Yeah, I'll bring you along.
Yeah. I like that he's black too. It's perfect. Man, it's hard to notice, but I've been becoming even blacker because I'm taking a swim course this summer,
Oh,
and like my tan is real now.
is it actually noticeable?
Yeah, like it's.
I mean, I didn't notice, but I don't.
I mean, you're not in the business of staring at me, but yeah, my legs are a shade or two darker.
Well, I was going to say it's because I don't see color.
Oh,
But you robbed me of the ability to
Yeah.
to be a douchebag.
except, you know, the TMI fact is, it's like everywhere except where the swim trunks are.
Ah.
It's like I'm very dark on bottom, very dark on top, but then I've got the little Oreo white strip in the middle. So, I'm just gonna leave it. I'm not into like naked tanning.
Oh, that.
It says broadcast is ended, but with enough patience, the stream starts anew without having to refresh. Also, have you gotten the new blind fencer hero class? They're pretty OP. We got what looks to be a blind fencer.
Well, we got the Thorn. I don't know if that's the one.
Yeah, we downloaded a class called the Thorn, and it seems to be a fencer wearing a blindfold.
She is blind and a fencer, ergo she is a blind fencer.
Yeah. She's essentially that thing which you're describing, but we don't know if it's the particular class.
Right.
Oh, well, okay, he says she's no Jalter, but pretty good.
Oh.
No one is a Jalter was straight OP. Like, no one can be Jalter.
I will find her again.
Yeah.
I will find her and make her mine.
We did get, I made Alex get a Succubus class, probably much to his and your dismay.
At gunpoint, I might add.
Yeah.
It was very distressing.
Because I want my uwu characters in Darkest Dungeon. On my Darkest Dungeon account, it's all like I've replaced everybody with anime, with like super kawaii and like freaking uwu and anime.
I tried that with Skyrim once, and it made me want to kill myself.
I love it with Skyrim. I just end up doing the like highly inappropriate mods. Like the Succubus class is pretty hard to use, but he likes her. Her stun ability hits the entire enemy team.
Ah,
Okay.
but at what cost?
What void shard is that you bought?
What?
There's like a shard of.
That's Artorias' thing.
Oh, okay.
It's humanity. Excuse you.
Oh, all right.
It's like you don't play Dark Souls at all.
I almost bought Dark Souls 3 because it was like on pretty deep discount,
You should. It's fun.
Yeah, but then I figured I'm not actually going to get around to it for... By the time I would actually get around to playing it, it's just going to be on sale again anyway. So I'll just keep my money for now.
That's very pessimistic of you.
Yeah, no, because I do. It's Brennan! Hey, Brennan, what up?
Hey,
I do have a Darkest Dungeon harem, yeah.
I was going to say, speaking of your dumb ooh crap.
Yeah.
So, like I was telling you earlier, I convinced a friend of mine to start playing Fate Grand Order.
Yes.
And she's been enjoying it. She pulled on a banner that I was recommending her that she pull on, and she got the person she was going for, but she also got Medusa. And I was like, well, I mean, Medusa's not great, but she's waifu. She's like, how the fuck can she be waifu? Like, you can't even see her eyes. She's got the blindfold on.
Right.
And I was like, Third Ascension, and then I showed her, because when you level them up, they change their outfits, and I showed her that I've showed her on the third outfit, it's the exact same outfit, but now you can see her eyes.
Oh, cool.
That doesn't make her more waifu. Like, she's still hot even with the blindfold. That's probably that's probably better for some people.
I mean, as a girl, your friend is probably...
Are you speaking from experience?
No. Your friend is probably not familiar with the concept of putting a bag over it.
Dude, why'd you have to mansplain it?
Right. What? Like, oh my god.
This stream was pretty woke, like, to begin with, and then now you have drastically reduced our wokeness.
Is that why we are broke? Because we woke?
Probably.
Yeah.
Another one.
No, man, mansplaining, along with manspreading, are two of the dumbest terms I've ever heard.
What is manspreading?
Manspreading is the phenomenon. Yes, Abdul, we're talking about Fate Grand Order.
Yes.
Mansplaining
Where Jelter comes from.
is the phenomenon. No, manspreading. I'm sorry. Manspreading is how you and I sit because our genitalia are exposed.
It's literally what I'm doing right now.
Yes. Because if we sit with our legs together, we will smash our family jewels.
Well, and that's a needlessly dainty sitting position too.
Yeah.
But also it's uncomfortable. Yeah. Okay.
And it's like, yeah, it's because balls. And
I mean, why? But
I don't know why that's a thing.
Why is manspreading it implies it's an issue, and I don't understand why it would be.
Whoa,
I gave him the severed head that gives you more healing.
Oh, okay.
So I guess that helped.
Damn, I'm hitting pretty hard.
I mean, they're basic skeletons. You still have a chance to die.
Yeah, that's true. I'm the only one with a bit of insanity, but that only makes me a stronger warrior if you really think about it.
I mean, in a Cthulhu setting.
Yeah, like one of the best settings.
I like the way you walk. Let's see.
What are my odds?
70.
You know what? Let me do it. Yeah.
All right. Well, you lost some of your insanity.
I'm a little weaker, but
purchase.
team morale is higher.
I'm tempted now just to make you and just put your hands on everything.
I'll do it.
Well, you'll do it because I'm making you
do it. No, because that's how I like to play, is just touch everything because I want stuff to happen. Man, that looked so cool.
I know, and it did so little.
Yeah, it was a miss.
Cthulhu, bitch.
Maintain the offensive.
Well, now you're drunk and insane.
But yeah, I have no idea why manspreading became an issue, because it was that men...
I mean, we can't help it.
Yeah, it's because it's when we sit with our legs apart, we take up more space.
So
we might inadvertently end up brushing against the lady next to us.
And this isn't one of those instinctive things, we can't help looking at a pair of boobs that are before us.
Yeah.
You literally can't help it because it's very uncomfortable to sit, strangling your junk.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that.
Yes, Ben, and you are correct. The only people who complain about manspreading are feminists and white knights.
No, I can't agree with that because, as per usual, that's associating legitimate feminists with bad ones. So.
But now, whenever I can tell when somebody's talking about the toxic femininity,
But still, like, it's perpetuating, the association.
All
God
machinations
damn,
will
that
spring
hurt.
to
Yeah, that
life
hit really goddamn hard.
with a singular purpose.
Like those are like the fem Nazis, the ones who
Okay,
care about
yeah.
like the manwich and shit.
Right.
Like, feminism is a good thing
It is,
and
but
a necessary thing. So it's like the SJW thing. Like, social justice is a good thing. Just the people who whine about the inconsequential shit should not reflect poorly upon the act of trying to improve society.
oh, okay. I'm sorry. I have erred. He actually did write feminazis and not
Oh.
feminists. So that was my bad.
That it wasn't. Evan, apologize.
I'm sorry.
Apologize again.
So sorry.
Give me $1.
Be gone, fiend.
I'll give it to you in pennies.
Continually onslaught.
And pick it up.
Destroy them.
I was trying to see how far I could push that.
I did that to people in high school. When there came a point where I started carrying $1 in pennies in my backpack. And one time, when we were leaving class, it came up and somebody was like, "Give me $1." And I went, "All right, sure." And I opened my backpack and took the sack of pennies and just dumped it on their desk, like poured out the bag.
How long was that in your pocket? Were you like, yes, now I can
Yeah.
do the bit?
I prepared for this day. It's like in No More Heroes when he summoned the mech against the football team. It's like, luckily, I've prepared for this day. Yeah.
You're a douchebag.
Oh man, somebody said I was a douchebag when I told them the story about how there was I used to go to church on the regular, and
Success so clearly.
our church, they had a
Or is it merely
special youth event
trick
thing, and
of
they
the
booked a
light?
Magic Mountain after hours. Fucking A Magic Mountain. They booked Magic Mountain here in LA after hours, and a lot of churches did this, right? And so their plan was, okay, we booked it for like 6 hours after hours because that's the minimum amount of time Magic Mountain would let us book. So our youth pastor thing event is going to last for the first 3. Then you get the park for the last 3 to do whatever you want.
Aha.
And all the smart kids went, "Hey, you want to ditch the talk and just get 6 hours at Magic Mountain?" And I went, "Yeah." So, but the way that this goes to the next level is because for some reason, out of all the churches, only our youth group had wrangled the deal so that people from our group got a little pass thing that let us cut to the front of the line of any coaster for the whole time.
Just like how Jesus wanted.
Yeah. And so we had our little passes, but we quickly started making everyone mad. On the one level, yes, man, and Magic Mountain is greater than God. You see, on the one level, people were already mad because we had the pass, and no one else had the pass, so we were just cutting to the front of the line. But on the second level, we took it to a new level of annoyance, because the pass just said, okay, go to the front of any coaster of the line wherever you want. So we went on a ride, did the ride, it comes back. We get off the ride, and then we're like, hey, wait, now that we finished the ride, can we just go to the front of the line? It says we can do it whatever we want, right? And the
You
guy,
bag of dicks.
and the guy at Magic Mountain, he reads the pass and he's like, well, it says whatever you want. So I guess you can do it now. So we just got back into the coaster
Oh my god.
and went again. And then the second time it pulled around and did the finish, we were just like, just send it around again. And everyone in the line was just sitting there, getting progressively pissed off with every circuit. I'm just watching us ride the ride 5 times in a row.
At what point do they crucify you?
And so, yeah, it is pretty douchey, yeah. Yeah, no, so we just did that. We would go to a ride, just take control of it for like 20 minutes, and make everyone sit there and watch us have fun. And then when we were sick of that ride and we no longer had any desire to ride it, we would go to the next ride and just commandeer that one for 20 minutes. And we did that for every ride in the park for the whole 6 hours.
You are the dickiest bag of dicks.
And it was the best Magic Mountain that I've ever had.
Fucking asshole.
Obliterated.
Man, like, my church never took us anywhere cool, which is probably one of the reasons why I'm not religious anymore.
Yeah.
The coolest thing we ever did was we went to Golfland. You know, the miniature golf place.
Yeah.
But after we were done with the golfing, you know, they took us to like the Dictionary Arcade, because you would expect, you know, that you would get to play video games at the thing. But I guess they didn't think it through.
Okay.
For whatever reason, like, they were really uneasy about us playing the video games, so they ended up just deciding, well, all right, you guys can play the video games, but you can't play anything violent.
Oh no.
Which is, of course,
All of it.
all of it.
Yeah.
Except for, like, the fucking, like, racing simulator game. So,
There's just a line for the racing sim.
I mean, for the people who, you know, were compliant, I said fuck that shit.
Yeah.
And I played Golden Axe.
Well, there you go.
Nobody stopped me.
Yeah.
And that was probably the day that Satan got me,
The two
statistically speaking.
the two places, the two coolest places that the church paid for us to go was that time at Magic Mountain, and then Mexico.
Why did you go to Mexico?
Because Mexico, I don't know.
Was it like a missionary thing?
Yeah, it was some missionary thing. Some church in the great nation of Mexico just were like, yeah, they can come down here. And
The Niños.
yeah, and we just went to Mexico. We drove across the border. We were in like junior high or high school, or I was in high school. There was a bunch of people in junior high.
It seems young to take kids
Yeah.
to another country on a
And
trip like that.
freaking high school and junior high school kids don't have their freaking proper travel documentation
Yeah, they do
and
not.
stuff, you know? So, but this is what my youth pastor said. He said, and I remember this, he said, quote, it's Mexico. Just forge something and they'll probably let you through.
Just like in the Bible.
Yeah. And so I went to Kinko's and I took a picture from my like school photo day or whatever,
Oh my god.
pasted it there, and it just had some cardstock, put the picture, put my name, address, and like I think my school, I think I made like it was a school ID. And I was like, it was just a piece of paper, so I'm like, hey, do you guys laminate? And they, yes, that's what I introduced to the card. Yes,
And yes, Benedict, the church hates fun.
yeah.
Why? What is the deal with your weirdly racist law flouting pastor?
So yeah, and then
I'm not sure what to be more offended by.
I was like, hey, so do you guys like laminate stuff? And they're like, yeah. But then it was at that point only, because the Kinko's guy helped me make the whole thing, right? But then when I said, hey, do you laminate it? He stopped and went, wait a minute. It seems to me like you're trying to falsify some form of identification.
Did he actually say that?
Yes, he did. And he's like, you know what?
Stop getting drunk, Artorias.
He's like, you know what? I can't be a part of this. I'm going to show you how to use the laminator, but I will not do it for you.
That doesn't absolve you of guilt, asshole.
He's like, I'm not going to do it for you because I can't, you know, he's like, my manager won't let me not let you use the stuff at Kinko's. Like, he's not allowed to deny service to me
Right.
in his role. So he's like, I have to use the laminator, but you just have to do it, and I can't be involved anymore. Because I did not know you were making, like, a fake ID, And now that I think you're making that, I'm just washing my hands of all of this.
I mean, he's still liable if we're going to talk like legalities.
And-
just FYI.
Tenuous firelight.
but he didn't know, Alex.
Easy.
But he did know.
I mean, I guess he should have reported me to the proper authorities. At
He
that
should
point.
have, absolutely.
But if he called the police on a freaking high school kid, he was probably gonna get, like, his boss was probably gonna, like, get pissed at him. But so yeah, I just I put the thing, I laminated it, and I cut the edges off with the big. It's like a table with a giant scissor blade on the end. I forget what it's called. Like, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah,
right? You
yeah,
slide your paper in, you scoot it over, and you guillotine it off. I won't help you kill someone, but I'll give you the gun. Yeah. Yeah, and so, yeah, and then I made it. And it was the most jank-looking thing, but it was laminated. So if you looked at it not really carefully, the glare of the lamination would possibly, if you were just doing it at a glance, like if you were a lazy, you know,
Mexican?
border
Yeah.
patrol guy.
Why did I know you were going to say that?
Listen. I'm telling you the story about how the black guy was faking his ID, okay? The criminal black man.
In such a shitty way that it would apparently only work in Mexico.
Yes! So we all... so all the kids get there, and so we're driving up to the Mexican border, okay? We're in our van, and I'm in the front, so I can see this. We drive up to the Mexican... Oh, they're called guillotine paper cutters.
Are they actually called that?
Well,
That sounds metal as fuck.
I was on point when I compared it to a guillotine, but so I'm in the front. We get to we just drive up to the Mexican border. Like, no prep work has been done.
It's not the Mexican border, it's just the border.
Okay, fine. The U.S.-Mexico border.
Yeah, because
whatever.
it borders the U.S. too.
Yeah. Okay, fine. but so we get there, and he goes, okay, the what do you call, what's the proper term for a Mexican, you know, peace officer, like authority?
Los Policía.
Yeah. So Los Border Policia like come up to the van and like indicated that he wanted ID, and the guy's like, okay guys, give me your IDs. And everyone just pulls out whatever they cobbled together. And it's all different shapes and sizes. You know? Like, I've got my little thing, but some people printed out a full sheet of paper.
Oh my god.
Like, so we hand this pile of thing to him. And he hands it all to the freaking Border Patrol guy. And that dude, who, by the way, is like... He wasn't super stereotypical, but he had... If you think of that cartoon stereotype, where it's the dude with the poncho, the sombrero, and the big mustache. You know, the big bushy mustache Mexican?
See.
Yeah. So just take away the poncho and sombrero and put on the uniform, but he had the big mustache, right? And he's just looking through it. He looks through my card, what's on the back, piece of printer paper, he's like, so this is the identifications. And and the guy's like, yeah, I mean, they're kids. I told him, you know, I don't know. And he's like, you from the church? And he pulls out like his one legit identification because he's a freaking adult, you know. And he looks at the one legit identification, looks at this pile of scrap paper, and is like, okay, have a nice time. And he just waves us through.
So you're telling me that you illegally entered Mexico?
Yes.
Wow.
And illegally came back, except on the way back. I guess they remembered us because we didn't have to even stop. If you're leaving Mexico, they're like, get out. We don't care.
Yeah.
They just let you go. They're like, yeah, we like it when our guys go that way across the border. But yeah, so those were my two cool church trips.
God damn, Evan.
Did I steal a bicycle once across the border? No, I did not.
Did you at least buy some chicle?
Here's what I bought in Mexico. I bought I think I did buy a pack of chicles.
Okay.
And
Like, those kids depend on that.
yeah. And I bought a tiny knife, a little pocket knife,
Oh.
because we brought big old gallons of water because nobody wanted the Mexico diarrhea. And they told us, like, don't drink the water. Your immune systems can't handle
English horrors.
all that
Brought low
foreign
and
water.
driven
Your
into the
squishy
mud.
ass.
Yeah. Yeah.
First world country immune system.
So they brought the big gallon things of water that you with the handle, but they didn't bring anything to pop a hole in the top.
Oh.
So they were just pouring the water, but they had to keep squeezing it and squishing it to get the water out.
Jesus.
Because, you know, for like the one person that doesn't know, air has to escape the inside of the water for the water to go out. Like, it's physics. And so yeah, I bought a knife because I was getting sick of them having to squeeze the water out. And so I was like, here, pop. And I poked the thing in the top. And I also bought a grain of rice with my name on it, which I actually ended up haggling down.
You piece of shit. How many of those do you think that guy sells?
because
And you're probably fucking paying him in pesos.
Trifling victory.
no, he took dollars.
victory,
We didn't
nonetheless.
exchange crap
Oh.
because my pastor was like, we don't need to exchange money because they all want dollars. They don't want pesos.
Why is your pastor a giant asshole?
Well, it's true.
If you could be nice about it.
They would give us, they'd have their price in pesos, but when they found out we had dollars, they'd discount us
Yeah.
for giving them dollars.
Because the dollar was really strong at the time.
Yeah, and so I had my dollars, so I was in demand, and I knew that. Okay, so there's this guy selling grain of rice, and they're kind of, I forgot what the plaza we went to. It was at a beach, but this guy selling grain of rice, and he's like, okay, $5, and I'm like, damn, $5? That sounds a little steep. I thought this. I didn't want to pay $5 because I didn't even want a stupid grain of rice with my name on it. I was just like, I want to support the local economy while I'm here, you know? So I was like, oh, damn, $5? And then I hatched a scheme,
Oh my
you
God.
see? Because,
Just like Jesus would.
yes, that's correct. Look, Jesus went in and flipped tables of all the money changers in the thing.
Because they because they were rich assholes who were perverting the purpose of the church.
Okay, so I hatched a scheme and I said, $5? I'm like, I don't know. I think I'll just get it from that other guy who's selling them around the corner.
You piece of shit.
And then he's like, no, I give for you a better price, four. And I'm like, well, I mean, that is better, but that guy was selling them for $3.
You piece of shit.
And he was like, okay, $2.50. And I was like, all right. And I got him down to $2.50.
You're the worst. I'm gonna go to fucking Asgard and like steal and like fucking just be a giant asshole to all your Viking, brethren.
Yeah.
I don't know, Sven. I mean, that's a pretty nice chicken, but I hear Eric spelled with a K over there. He said that he said I could get 2 chickens for just one jug of ale.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yes, Abdul. Apparently, it does work outside of the movie sitcom setting.
You make me sad. We're supposed to be friends.
But like, it was fun.
I might have been related to some of those people. I have a lot of family at the border. You piece of shit.
But yeah, like, it was pretty fun all in all.
Beden says, Evan, I want to help the local economy. Also, Evan, give it to me for...
Yeah, man. Like, you can take that $2.50 and buy a whole nother bag of rice. That's potentially thousands of dollars of profit.
He still has to feed himself and his family.
Just eat some of it. You're not gonna sell that. Just save like 10 grains for name writing.
That's rice for selling, not rice for eating. They're two different things.
Dude, I just had the worst thought. He's like sitting there with his rice, and he hasn't sold any, and he hasn't made any money, and he goes home, can't buy food, and he's like, okay, don't worry, Pedro, I've got a grain of rice with your name on it.
Why is his name Pedro?
And he writes Pedro, and then drops it in the water.
You're a mean asshole.
The stream was successful. Yeah, well.
You're the worst.
Oh, God.
My church just took us to Sacramento, I think was where we went.
Oh, okay. Sac's pretty cool. I go up there to visit my
It's not cool when you're with your church.
Oh, yeah, no.
We went and slept in like the basement of like I don't even think it was a church. I think it was just like some like halfway house or something. We set up our sleeping bags in the basement, and then like, you know, we there wasn't any chairs or anything. We just, you know, sit on the floor with like our bowls, of little plastic ass bowls of cereal.
Yeah.
Which we got from we had those like little tiny ass like one serving like mini boxes of cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like we'd go to like stand in a mall parking lot and hand out pamphlets telling everybody how they're going to hell.
All right.
And believe it or not, nobody wanted to talk to us.
Yeah, well. See, at least they told us. Like, they just let us loose. By the way...
No,
maybe,
we weren't allowed to have any fun.
Maybe you can answer this question for me. How does one find their way around in a small Mexican village/town? Because there are no street signs anywhere. So, we tried to... We all just got lost. Because we were like, wait, what street did we go down? Oh, it was that one with the
ground
corrugated steel hut. And
you take a lap. And then you know your way around.
yeah, pretty much.
Or, you know, I mean, if you're not fucking like tanking the economy, then you can ask the local people.
Tanking
you know how you get
the rice inscription economy. The rice inscription stock is plummeted.
That is the backbone of their culture, Evan, of their society.
I was just trying to. I was a high schooler trying to stretch my like freaking $30 that I had to spend.
That's like $1 kajillion for them. You know how many churros you can buy with that?
Yeah.
Like 7.
Oh man, I did have tortas in Mexico, and they're so much better than they are here.
Well, of course.
They're so good. Mexican food from the source is legit.
Because when you get Mexican food from here, it's
Yeah.
being made by some jackass in the kitchen. When you get Mexican food from Mexico, it's made by somebody's grandma.
Yeah.
And they have spent their recipe. They've spent their entire life working on this recipe, which their mom had been perfecting.
Right.
And then their mom had also been. You know, it's generations upon generations of sweet little old ladies who are just learning how to make the perfect like burrito or whatever. Like,
Yeah, no,
that's,
it
that's
was,
why it's amazing. It's all the love that's worked into it.
Yeah, it was so good. Like, I took a bite. It was like in Futurama when Bender became human, and then he tasted the nachos. You remember? It was just like one bite. I'm like, like more tortas.
Abdul says you ask the locals, just add O at the end of the English words, and you're good.
Man, like, okay.
I mean, that's not the worst way to go about it.
Yeah.
Just don't be the jackass. The jackass is like, yeah. How do I get to the bathroom? Okay, the bathroom.
Yeah, right.
You understand bathroom?
It's like, no, dude.
Don't be that guy and you're fine.
Yeah. I think the word I ended up using more than I thought I would was cambio, because I kept having to, like, figure out if my change was proper.
Not baño?
No, I mean, because we didn't actually stay anywhere. Like, we were just camping in the sand wastes, like, somewhere. We were just camping out in the desert. We had, like, tents. And we just kind of plopped our crap down near the church that we were missionarying
I
for.
see.
And so we just went in the bushes or
I see.
whatever.
I see.
But yeah, they let us loose in the town and were like, go find somebody that looks sad and tell them that God can make them feel better. And we were like, okay. And they're like, if they ask you, you know, how, just tell them to come on down to the church and the pastor will explain it to them.
Was your church not aware that Mexico is already like 99% Catholic?
That's like, I don't know.
Like, you can't throw a brick without hitting some guy's like crucifix.
Yeah.
It actually kind of feels that, like, if you're not gonna actually like hand out food or something, you guys are just wasting your goddamn time.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
That is like the one nation in the world where you don't need to inform people that Jesus exists. They already know, because their mom beat their ass until they believe it.
Oh, dude. And while we were at one of the sermons, the pastor,
Well struck.
he worked a joke into his sermon. He had a translator, because he only spoke Spanish, obviously. And he worked a joke in, but the translator, the joke didn't translate to English, as jokes often don't do.
Of course.
So he starts telling the joke, and the guy's like, well, so a dog and a guy come into a bar.
Oh my god.
And then he keeps telling the joke, but then, and the guy's trying to translate, but halfway through the joke, the pastor says a line, and the guy goes, you know, jokes don't always, like, translate so good. And we all laughed at that. And the pastor thought it was because his joke was picking up traction. So every time we laughed, he would say his next line of the joke more enthusiastically. And then, which would make the translator just go, yeah, there's no fucking way I can translate this. Just laugh, pretend it's funny. We were like, oh my god, that's hilarious. And the pastor was like, yeah. And then the punchline. And then the translator just goes, and that's the end of the joke, and shrugged. And we all laughed, and the pastor was so happy that he told this amazing joke.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was kind of a great
Beginning
trip.
to feel familiar.
It sounds shitty for everybody you infected with your terrible bullshit. Jesus Christ.
Oh man, yeah. Okay, we should probably
That was
stop
the trip.
stream.
Oh, hey, we got one of the
Comparison
people.
to that
We got one of the new people.
crowning
Oh, neat.
thing. I could not
I'm not
look,
sure which one that
nor
is.
could I
Yeah,
look
but
away.
it's one.
That is the succubus.
Ah, cool.
Cool. All right. Well,
Bon
we were going to briefly cut the stream just to split the video.
Bon
and then
enfant?
We'll be back in a moment. Oh yeah.
Sure.
Bon enfant.
Yeah, something.
I don't think you pronounce the N, the second N, or the T.
Yeah, possibly.
Not
All
good,
right.
Not good for French though.
Keep it here. We will be back shortly.
Yep. And we're back.
All right.
So Bahile,
Oh yeah.
she came back from her spiritual journey,
Oh cool.
but Grulart is still off
Is still-
wandering the wasteland.
I mean, level 5 characters have to take a longer journey.
yeah, probably. Let's see who's on the wagon.
Also, what is that little emblem? Is that just for being level 5? That red?
I think so. When they hit, I don't know.
Is that because that seems not like the normal level border?
One of these things is not like the other. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But we don't have another level 5.
We got John.
Oh, look at that.
Yay!
Fitzallen.
Now the healing can begin. There we go.
Did we get somebody else? I thought I saw a new face on the. Oh, we're putting Jalter back. Okay,
We're putting Jalter.
she's back.
I resummoned her from the Throne of Heroes.
Okay, like dumb nerd question. Wouldn't it be J''Alter as in the Jeanne d'Arc? Like,
Well, her actual name is Jeanne
yeah, but
d'Arc
but
Alter.
it's normally the D'', but since we're like crunching it into a slang term, do we want the like?
Well, no, because the convention that the community came up with was just straight up Jalter.
Oh, just Jalter.
So,
Okay.
Santa Alter is Salter, and Saber Alter is Salter.
Wait. What if she's Jeanne d'Alter?
No, we're calling her Jalter.
Okay.
Because if I could afford to buy the merch, that's what it would say.
Is this just the Darkest Dungeon stream? You guys? No, we're doing lots of stuff. We're gonna.
Yeah. We do like an hour or so of Darkest Dungeon, and then we move on to other stuff because people really like saying Darkest Dungeon for some reason.
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna play Vanquish later, and Mario Maker later, and then we're just gonna try random stuff. Unless, do we have something else on the regular? I forgot.
I don't think we've filled in the slots with new stuff.
Yeah, I don't know.
Possibly Bayonetta if there's time.
Oh yeah.
That was a regular.
Now that we are, I'm sorry, Santa Alter.
Well, it's the Christmas version of Artoria Alter. She is Santa because she has the magic sack of toys, and she straps her Excalibur Morgan onto her sleigh and uses it as a jet booster. But
Okay.
Santa Artoria Alter is too long for community, so Salter.
Okay.
And then Santa Alter is the shortened form of that. And then there's Santa Jeanne d'Arc Alter Lily is the other holiday one.
Yeah.
So she's just Jalter Lily. Santa Jalter Lily? I forget what we call her.
Anyway, yeah,
names.
Bannon specifically wants us to do more Papers, Please, so good luck for you. Are
you saying we're not gonna?
No, I'm saying you're gonna have to deal.
Good luck for me.
For you, yeah.
I thought you were telling him tough shit, buddy.
No.
So
yeah,
I was thinking that was unnecessarily cruel of you.
No, yeah, Bannon Bannon, we're cool. We're super cash, so if there's a game that anyone specifically wants to see, we'll just be down for it.
Will we?
I mean,
I'm kidding. Yeah.
I will. But yeah, I mean, we can. I think nobody actually cares about Vanquish but me, so we can sub that for Papers, Please.
I mean, I like it, but
it's fun as hell to play, but it's basically just watch your squad mates stupidly stand in bullets.
No,
And then die when you go to help them.
I mean, you play it wrong. If you played it the right way, it would be fun.
Then I'd be in the bullets.
That's the point. It's a mid-range combat kit.
Oh, Bannon says he's down to see Bayonetta since he just beat it and wants to see how much better or worse you are than him.
I mean, we have other videos already on this on the channel, but
yeah, we do.
We'll see if we can work it in.
I mean, let's just do. We could do because I need to rise to the Mario Maker challenge. You guys don't know, but I have to prove to my brother that I am superior than Simple Flips at Mario Maker.
You see, Evan has become a professional race car driver because his brother disappeared at a young age.
Yeah,
and so
yeah.
He's secretly hoping that he can reconnect with his brother if he becomes good enough at racing. But that mysterious Racer X keeps getting in the way.
Yeah, right. No, I mean we can, we could just do Bayonetta and Papers, Please, right after this, and then, after that, I can do Mario Maker, and that might be our whole night, because that's going to be, 4 hours from now. But, yeah, no, we're down. We're doing, because you asked, Papers, Please, and Bayonetta. And, yeah, but we did play all the way through Bayonetta 2, because
We did.
it is chronologically the first and second game. So, yes.
No.
But, But yeah, we have a few videos, but we'll do it now. Yeah, I love Bayonetta. And freaking when No More Heroes 3 happens, I will buy it and I will play it. It has to happen. Travis Touchdown is one of my favorite anti-heroes, and I've been waiting for him to be in Smash Brothers since the first game, and they will not come through for me.
Probably because nobody actually likes No More Heroes.
It's amazing. Everyone. Oh, Thomas says, "Don't forget Punch Out." Okay, we have been trying to get to Punch Out, and we will eventually TM.
Did we trademark that?
Yes, we did.
I didn't file the paperwork.
Listen, Blizzard can trademark soon, and so we are. We are trademarking.
But they
eventually.
can't, is the problem.
But I mean, they always do it. Like Overwatch Dad is like, "Yep, coming soon, TM," because that's the meme.
What is Overwatch, Dad?
Jeff Kaplan, like
Oh.
the head of the Overwatch dev
Okay,
guys.
yeah. You have to explain stuff like that.
Oh yeah. Sorry.
I'm not dumb enough to support Blizzard products.
Yeah. I mean, I have been playing the crap out of Overwatch. Oh yeah, speaking of Overwatch, I was gonna tell you at lunch, but
Like the poop just comes right out of you.
but I said, but it was a few dollars more than you two, though. Indeed.
I don't know. I mean, I've got a lot of quarters. I'm pretty sure if I could find the time to count them all up, I'd be pretty set. Could buy me some fudge or perhaps a microwave burrito.
But yeah, I was gonna tell you at lunch. I said I was gonna save it because it's pretty newsworthy in the gaming sphere.
As opposed to Oldsworthy.
Yeah, we want the newsworthy stuff. Overwatch is gonna have a pretty dynamic change pretty soon.
The light, the promise of
The,
safety.
theoretically,
Are we talking like quarters, pennies, nickels?
no, we're talking like Susan B. Anthony. We're talking big, like commemorative. Which one has the Native American lady on it? What denomination is that?
Sacagawea.
Yeah, I mean, how much is that worth? Is that $1?
It's $1, yes.
Yeah, we're talking like Sacagawea polished.
Wow.
Okay, it's on paper. The days of bad teamwork is over. Oh yeah, wait. Before I continue, so Abdul said Succubus has a team-wide stun, and she absorbs damage from the enemies to increase her damage. So she's really good for long, drawn-out fights because she keeps getting hurt and increases her damage throughout the fight.
Interesting.
Which, I mean, that's thematic. Like, the longer you go, the tighter you get with the Succubus. Until you become dead tired. Ha ha!
How long did it take you to come up with that one?
Like 2 seconds.
Nice. Keep it classy.
Yeah. But, okay, the position she's in now won't let her do her stun. Or,
Yeah,
did you move her? Okay.
No, I just noticed that.
Okay.
She has like she has a move for every position. So when I look at the quick stat screen, it just says she can be like anywhere,
Oh, yeah. But,
or it did outside the venue.
right.
Now it's suggesting I put her in a different slot.
But, yeah, no, so on paper, the days of bad Overwatch team comps are over. Because the game is shifting formats. Much like it did for the last big format change, where they deviated from TF2, in which you can pick, like, 5 engineers if you want. You know, or do Rolling Thunder, like triple medic, triple heavy. But the first time Overwatch had a change like this, it was only one hero. Like, you can't pick 5 Divas and a Lucio, which is busted.
Sounds more like Underwatch to me.
But now,
Over under.
we're throwing bad team comps out the window because the new format is an enforced 2-2-2 format where you have to have 2 tanks, 2 healers, 2 DPS. And that's a team.
But how do they expect me to play that without, like, you know, that doesn't entice me to. That doesn't allow me to show off my edict.
Well, I mean, it kind of does because they fan service is literally 66% of the game, let's be honest. Yeah, for me it's like 90%. They never tone down the fan service.
The way
80
is
to your
lit.
feet.
The path is clear.
But you can kind of flex your EPing because you actually queue up for what role you want. So you either queue up. It's like how League implemented the role select, where it goes, I want to play tank, and if I can't play tank, this is my secondary choice, right?
So the 20% of the player base who's willing to actually work together will get like we'll get to play together, and the other 99% of people who just want to play like snipers and damage characters will all be never playing.
Well, they will queue damage, which may or may not
Most
have
likely.
a slightly longer queue time than the other roles. But they will get to play sniper. The good news is they will get to play sniper, and they'll have a proper team built around them. They won't have 4 other guys being like, fine, I'm also gonna go sniper. So they can insta-lock Widowmaker and then actually have the team to show off their sniper EPing and win and carry the game.
See,
So it's queue times should increase. However, on paper, you're always going to get a good team, and you're not going to have people aping you because everyone knows that you're the best Widowmaker, and those other 4 guys that went Widowmaker are just jealous. Okay, and they're trying to show you.
all right. As long as everybody is aware of that fact,
Yeah.
because I can't function unless everybody knows that I'm the best.
Let's see. Abdul wants to know if that 4th position healer you have auto stuns herself when she heals, or does she resist sometimes?
She has a chance to stun herself, but every successful move she uses, or every time she uses a move, she builds up stun resistance. So
Oh, okay.
So there's only a chance of her being stunned for the first couple of turns.
All right, neat.
So, admittedly, in like shorter fights, she tends to knock herself out, but she gets better for longer fights.
So, like, boss healer.
Yeah, basically.
All right, legit. But yeah, I'm, that Overwatch change is right around the corner, so. And it also comes with a partial MMR reset, MMR being
Seize this
matchmaking rating.
momentum.
Yeah, you had to
Push
clarify.
on to the
Yeah.
task's end.
I
Because
don't know shit.
Because people were complaining now with the current ranked system in Overwatch, where
Oh, okay. So she has she can switch into her other mode, and that's what unlocks her other moves, I guess. I was trying to figure out why the hell I couldn't use most of her moveset.
okay,
That's why. I'll try that next fight.
but yeah, people were.
Yeah, she benefits from stun resistance trinkets.
Oh, that's cool. But yeah, people were complaining
As the light
because
gains
No, Jalter, why?
Spirits are lifted, and purpose is made clear.
because the when you would do your replacement matches, for some dumb reason, the Overwatch client would look at your performance stats from every game you've ever played since you first installed the game. And so
Radiance,
it was
we
taking
find
performance from
victory.
when you were a green noob all the way till now when you're good at the game. And people now, when they get good, they do their placements. They're like, "Why am I in bronze or silver?" And for ages, people have been asking, "Why don't you just take the latest 3 months or
The
something
match is
of
struck.
data
A
to make my
blazing
MMR?" Because then,
star
if
is
I'm
born.
good, it'll put me where I need to be, and if I've gotten rusty, it'll put me where I need to be. And Blizzard doesn't have an answer.
Blizzard.txt.
Yeah, but yeah, now with this new system, they're gonna chop off like the first half of your data, so you should place a little higher. Abdul says you basically buff her damage using her Pilgrim form, then unleash attacks using the Succubus. Particularly effective against enemies with high crot, since her Scythe bag passes it.
Right, but it kind of feels like for these fights that I don't really have the time to
Another
build
one
up her
falls.
damage.
Also,
Oh wow.
the Succubus is now my favorite class. For lore reasons.
Because of how cool that scythe looks, right?
Yes,
Gone, forget
correct.
I figured.
Correctamundo.
Masterfully executed.
Man, so the, what you call it? Bad news.
Remind yourself
The,
that overconfidence is
Akira
slow
live-action
and
movie
insidious
got
killer.
postponed indefinitely.
Oh no.
It was... I mean, on the actual downside, the director was, Taika Waika, the Thor Ragnarok guy.
Man, I cared about that so much, I totally forgot about it.
Yeah.
So now I'm sad.
Taiko is, like, he did a great job on Thor Ragnarok.
Taiko Drum Master?
Yeah. And he was gonna do Akira, but he's like,
It's pronounced Akira.
Akira, yeah. He was gonna do that, but he's like, you know what, guys?
What kind of faux weeb are you?
He was like, that's going on hiatus because I gotta work on Thor 4. so that's what happened to
I
that.
wonder if that means there's going to be a Thor 4.
Yeah, pretty sure.
I mean, that's good because
Yeah.
I like Thor now.
Yeah, Thor was cool. I did not see what's-his-face in Men in Black International.
Yeah, I didn't watch that either, actually. I'm actually, like, super behind on movies.
Yeah, me too.
I haven't seen
Another
Detective
abomination
Pikachu. I haven't seen the new
cleansed from all
Spider-Man
lands.
movie. I still haven't seen Toy Story 4
Yeah, I haven't. I wasn't planning to see that because,
because you have no soul, I know.
meh. I saw the first 3.
Toy
Like,
Stories?
yeah, they're okay.
Toy Story is amazing.
I mean, I didn't dislike it, but it wasn't like I was super enthused. I was like, this is a good movie.
I saw the first Toy Story so many times that I could recite the whole, like, first 20 minutes of the movie by heart. Although, to be fair, that's because people kept taking me to see the damn movie. Like, just every family member and friend was just determined
Yeah.
to see the movie. The exact same thing happened when Fellowship of the Ring came out. And I mean, like, at first I was pretty stoked about that because I love Lord of the Rings, but that's like a 3-hour movie.
Wait, Tom says if we don't already know, Project Moon is doing a theme cafe in Korea, including selling merch.
Really?
Wait, is this Tom Vasquez? Because that sounds like something that our Weeb Tom friend would know.
Well, no.
Anyway,
Why would that be?
no, I don't know, because that's like the kind of crap that I would spout out randomly. Anyway, good on you, Thomas. Yeah, no, that's cool. Freaking,
We just have to go to Korea.
yeah.
Pack your bag, Evan.
Yeah, there's actually been a bunch of these theme cafes that have been sort of popping up, and I haven't been mentioning them because I've actually been getting bored. There's so many.
I went to Japan specifically so I could go to the Soccer Wars one. But they had shut it down like a month before I got there.
Damn.
I was so mad. And they replaced it with a fucking like mahjong, like video game mahjong parlor kind of deal.
Anyway, Thomas, we have a friend named Tom who is super big into like anime and Japanese culture and stuff.
And anti-wrestles.
Yeah, he is also a pro wrestler and is pretty legit. He's pro in his heart. All right.
He's more professional than we are.
I like him better than most of the guys I saw. I actually see.
I do.
In real wrestling.
I legitimately enjoyed that match I saw.
Yeah, like it was amazing because it was cringe as hell, and I love cringe, but it was also awesome with its cringiness.
They committed so hard
Yeah,
to it.
they-
Like, it was hard not to get sucked into
yeah,
the drama.
they committed to the cheese.
yeah.
And they became the cheese factory. They were Wisconsin cheese gods.
They were the Packers.
Yeah.
No, it was very like I've tried to watch like pro wrestling, like WWE and shit, and I lose interest so fast. But I just sat there and watched this entire match, and I was legitimately invested
Yeah.
by the end. It was pretty cool. And
Yeah.
and those guys are hardcore too.
Yeah.
I don't think we got to the bit, but there's one part where a dude gets like he gets like slammed down onto like a bunch of Legos.
Yeah,
Like, that shit hurts.
it does.
They, like, drag him to the top of the cage and just slam him down to the ground. And yeah, he lands on fucking Legos.
Man. You know, I actually, like, get ready for, like, tangent that's going to take up all the time. Like,
Like a tangerine.
yeah, I went swimming at a beach. I forgot what the beach was, but it was, wait. No, it couldn't have been the beach in Mexico. No, it wasn't the beach in Mexico. No. It was just with some of my church friends. We went to a beach, and I don't remember what it was.
Uh-huh.
And we walked down the coast, and it was annoying because it was a rocky coast. It wasn't a sandy coast.
Oh, I hate those.
But we get far enough, and there's about this 30-foot tall rock. And we see a couple of people swimming out to it and climbing the thing and jumping off. And we're like, whoa, cool, we want to do it. So...
Complete opposite reaction of what I would have said as a kid.
So, I mean, we were like foolhardy college freshmen, man. We were invincible.
Even as a college freshman, I would have been like, fuck that.
But so we swam out there, and I got injured on the way out and the way back because while we were swimming out to it, I just got unlucky, and I must have caught a rock underneath. And I don't know if you've noticed, but I've got this giant, like, scar
Oh, that's where that comes from.
on my leg. Because when I was swimming out there, I didn't even feel it. I just bumped a rock, and I was like, oh, whatever.
Oh, you know what they say about scars?
Huh.
Be prepared.
So when I get to the top of the rock, all my friends go, Evan, you know, if you want to box Gebra as a pet, awesome.
I absolutely want a boxed Gebra.
That would be amazing. Yeah.
That would be like the prized collectible for me.
Okay.
I gotta get to Korea right.
Speaking of Gebra, all right.
Gathered close.
I want everybody to
easy companionship.
you know, if I start voicing my intentions to go to Korea and be the English dub voice of Gebra. Anyone who has seen the Lobotomy Corp playthrough and is in support of this, just encourage me. No, but so I get to the top of this rock, and all my friends go, Evan, like, your whole foot's covered in blood. And I went, what? And I looked down, and yeah, I was bleeding profusely. It was all over my foot.
Oh my god.
So I went, okay, well, I guess the thing to do is to jump in the water. Like,
This team does not have good nighttime skills.
yeah. Damn. But, so yeah, I jump off, and it was really fun. Falling from a great height, you'd think everything you watch makes you think that when falling is portrayed for you, it feels like you have like a long while to hit the ground, like you have time to contemplate.
Yeah.
You absolutely do not. Because I jumped off, and the moment my feet left the rocks, I went, okay.
God damn it. Why did we find the secret door when I already went through the hallway?
Yeah.
How does that even work? By the way, there's a secret door back there.
Yeah, right.
I have the worst scouts.
But as soon as my feet left the rock... Oh, dude!
Alright, that's the one that triggers the twist completion.
What was it, find the secret door?
No, it's explore 90% of rooms.
Alright.
Percival's head.
Damn.
I guess he never found the Holy Grail. Marlene's head. Oh, that's for repose. Ooh, that's actually a pretty fun one. And Arya's head.
So many heads.
Oh, this one looks really interesting for Jalter, actually. I'm going to put this on her. I don't need the Dodge Stone.
I mean, you can get rid of...
I don't need the loot of whatever them.
Yeah. But yeah, like, as soon as my feet left the rocks, I was thinking, huh, I wonder what it's gonna be like to experience falling. I've always seen this.
Jalter is carrying around 2 severed heads.
Well, that's fine. He's just carrying around a skull all the time.
But she's just got him, like, strapped to her belt or something. And 2 of those heads are of people who are people who are still on my team. On my roster. Not the ones that she's carrying. Just the ones that I have in my inventory.
Yeah. Look, Abathur just cloned the heads. It's fine.
But I found them in the dungeon.
Well,
Is it wrong to pick up severed
No,
heads?
no.
Is it wrong to pick up severed heads in a dungeon?
that just... I need to watch that.
It's a pretty good anime.
That just means that freaking they were already dead, and Abathur's just been fooling you the whole time with the body double. He just got the DNA sample.
That's a good plot twist.
Yeah. But, yeah, no. I was like, I'm gonna really experience this fall and have this experience. And as soon as I finished the thought, I noticed that the water was already about to hit me in the face.
The water was like, "Be gone, thoughts."
Yeah, basically. So I hit the water and I'm swimming back, and here's where we tie into the Legos, right? Because please don't call Don Machi good. You've never... Aw, he doesn't like it.
I like the cosmology of the world, and I also like Hestia.
I mean, everyone likes Hestia.
That's kind of it, really.
But, so I'm swimming back.
It is one of the least terrible things I've watched in quite some time.
I mean, just watch, like, Konosuba instead.
Konosuba is probably the best isekai you can watch
Yeah.
at the moment.
I mean, I don't know. I prefer Overlord slightly.
Well, now there's the really horrible one that's with the guy's mom who's in the harem.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Do you like mom and her 2-hit multiple strike attacks or something?
Yeah.
Something like that.
So like,
Victory's mount,
I'm swimming back to shore.
so too will resistance.
And, I'm the last one out because I was the last one to jump.
The shifted
And as I'm
corridors
swimming
and
back,
sloped walls
I'm getting
of
to
our
shore.
ancestry are beginning
Milfy
to
Sakai.
Like-
Indeed.
I've only seen one episode, and it was like teetering between like okay and what the fuck am I watching?
See, Bannon and I are of like mind, I think.
Wow, Jaltra's off to a good start. She already has 10
Ooh,
prod.
that's good.
I'm gonna have to send her to the sanitarium and lock that in.
What was I? Oh no.
Oh hey, we got
Hey,
the
blind thing.
years. An
Anyway, that's the
eternity.
one we got. So
We
that's
were
who the
rewarded
blind
with
fencer is
madness.
now.
I mean, we'll check and see if there's another one.
Dallingridge.
Dallingridge.
Yeah.
I mean, she looks pretty cool. She has the love interest quirk right off the bat. Oh, nice.
What's that title again? For no reason in particular. Wait, which title, Abdul?
Oh, I think he's talking about the anime.
Oh,
it's something like.
is it okay? Is it wrong to pick up girls in a dungeon or whatever?
No, I think he's talking about the mom one.
Oh,
It was like, do you like mom and her 2-hit two strike multi-hit attacks or some crap like that?
yeah.
It's very weird, very specific. Yeah, I think actually I have. I think I download like a meme image of it to show a friend. I think I might actually still have that. Yep, I do. Hang on.
Do you like?
It is called "Do You Love Your Mom and Her 2-Hit Multi-Target Attacks."
What if there's only one target though?
Well, no, because she has 2 swords, and like her basic attack is like she shoots a projectile that does an AoE attack,
Oh.
and thus hits multiple things.
Oh, okay.
See, that's the mom,
Oh, I've seen that.
and she's got like this a single piece of like armor like on her elbow because that's protective or something.
I have seen that girl in artistic works.
I'm sure you have. They're the most artistic ones.
Yes.
Anyway, so we are done with Darkest Dungeon for the moment, and we're gonna switch to another game of some kind.
Yeah, I mean,
We'll figure it out.
we're into Papers, Please, and Bayonetta now
Are we?
because Ben decreed it.
All right. We'll see. We'll see you guys.
Yeah,
in a minute.
I'll finish the story like whenever next time.